Wow, what can I say really about this episode 2 of High School DxD season 4? Besides, Issei is mentally and physically stronger. We see leadership in this episode. We see when the Yaokai attack, we see him in his normal form, not just his red, Dragon Emperor form. When we see how strong he is, how fluent he is with his moves, we see that he is actually starting to learn not just brute strength and power, but fundamentals and technique. So, where to begin? Outside of like the Chaos Brigade doing some stuff and the Queen, missing from the Yaokai, I guess the biggest thing to talk about this episode is essentially Issei's dragon, himself and all the other ones of the past, finding out that their negative attitude and stuff like that is actually within the sacred gear in and of itself, and could actually mess with Issei. And in order to purify that, Issei has to become stronger and develop certain things and basically master the Red Dragon Emperor's power. And we find out that, there's a couple ways he can do that through the Rook and the, I believe it was the Knight. Master those chess pieces and this will help you. He obtains a key from Beelzebub that unlocks something, the true potential that will help maximize the power, but it's something that can devour you or you can devour it. And obviously there have not been any probably dragon emperors who have done that outside of probably Elsha, and I think it's Belzerd, right? I believe it was Belzerd. I actually have that written down. It was Belzerd, I believe. Yes, Belzerd. And Belzerd is the strongest male dragon emperor, which we did not get to see him. I'm kind of disappointed. Hopefully we get to see him down the road, but we do get to see Elsa. And of course, or Elsha, I believe it actually was. Elsha. Yes, Elsha. And Issei liking the merchandise. Of course. She has to be a babe. It's High School DxD. We all know it's part of the meta. It's the comedy. That's where it gets its stuff from. And of course, Elsha is the strongest female dragon emperor there ever was. And, I didn't even know there's female dragon emperors. We saw that Rias had some kind of dragon emperor kind of thing going on, which she's not a true dragon emperor by no means in her stretch of imagination. But we say she had some sacred gear stuff going on. So, that did kind of make sense, I guess, even though that was not canon in Season 3. That was something that, maybe it's just trying to foreshadow something in a way, or they're saying, hey, we know what happens in the future, so we're just going to do this with Rias now just for shits and giggles. I don't know, that's neither here nor there, I guess, really, since it technically was not canon, but it's just something that I thought was interesting or found interesting. So, other than that, though, let's hop on to other things that have happened with Issei and the cast is, this whole entire cast in general. Now, the last thing was, if Issei can actually maximize his potential, apparently Drake says you should be able to reach something that is safer and stronger than Juggernaut Drive even. And that's something that's really interesting because we know Volley does use the Juggernaut Drive. We see that whenever he takes down Issei, whenever he is, and loses control of the Juggernaut Drive, right? So what is stronger than that? What is the new form, per se? That's something that's really interesting. We really got to keep our eye, on, because we have no idea what the hell that even is for sure. So that's something that I'm wondering, is that coming this season? I would imagine maybe, because we know that the power, once it got unlocked, it just ran away. It just went off somewhere. But apparently its fate is to come back to Issei. But when will that be? And how is fate made up? How is it supposed to force itself back there? What is it? What's going to do this, and why? So that's something that we do also got to keep our eye on. But let's hop onto the comedic aspects of the episode. Ross Visa versus Issei. I wish that whole scene was done in the old art style, because I would have much preferred seeing Ross Visa in that art style like that compared to this one. For scientific reasons, of course. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, it is what it fucking is. And I'm disappointed, but I'm still satisfied because High School DxD is still High School DxD. But at the same damn time, boy, would it have been nice. So, Issei's room is garbage, and the fact that it's the only Japanese-style room, and that they, that Matsuda and Motohama actually took the pictures they took in their room to show Issei, I don't even know anymore, man. Those guys are something else. From that to him dreaming about boobs, so he was squeezing, Motohama's, and then on top of that, they're in the train, and they're holding up pornos, screaming, what was it, Chicana or something like that. They're celebrating. They're up in arms about this stuff. They love it. They're excited. In front of everybody. Their friends, female friends, male friends, strangers, they're proud. They have resolve, they have determination, and they're passionate. So I guess at the end of the day, I can't really hate on the guys. Matsuda, Motohama, Issei.
You are who you are. I don't know if I love Matsuda and Monohama for who they are, but Issei, I love you. You know, you for who you are. So, I guess this is where I end the video. Odd note. An odd place to end the video. See you guys next time. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, phone, Twitter, X25, and yeah. Keep doing you, Matsuda, Monohama. And especially Issei.